Hi, Anissa Coy here with this week's Ask Anissa video column. And this week, we're going to talk about an email that was sent to me from someone, and it was in regards to getting paid. And I'm going to kind of paraphrase this because it was a very lengthy email. But basically, the question was, how do you ensure that you get paid before giving someone back their contents? Okay, so I have several issues with this type of situation, and I just want to talk to you guys about it, okay? I've never, ever held someone's contents for payment, in lieu of payment. I've never held them hostage, if you will. And that's really how I view that, okay? I've never really had a big problem getting paid. There's been a few circumstances that were a little different, sometimes dealing with big cat losses and dealing with, like FEMA and some other larger situations. But definitely this question was pertaining to a one-off single fire restoration contents job, I have never held someone's contents until I was paid. I, in fact, turn over contents usually before I've even sent the invoice into the insurance company. I give my clients back their possessions. You have to remember that they are their possessions. They own them, okay? So the reason that this question was asked to me was it was about getting paid. Well, I think it's a very bad practice to use this as a tactic for getting paid. And if you feel like you have to hold someone's contents hostage to ensure you get a check, I'm saying you've probably done something wrong way before you asked for a check, okay? If you have these following things in place, you're not ever going to feel like you have to do that. And I'm going to say it again, it's not a good business practice to hold contents hostage, if you will, okay? So, for instance, if you have good communication with your client, and your client feels that you really get them and what they need to get out of this, and that they feel confident with you, you're not going to have trouble getting paid. The second thing is, if your client feels in control, it is absolutely imperative that you understand your client is going through very difficult times right now. If they have had a fire or a flood or whatever loss that they've had in their home, and to the point where their personal belongings have to be packed up, taken out of their house, and handled by people they don't even know, the last thing they feel is control. Period. They feel totally out of control. So do what you can in this process, and there's many things you can do to make sure that they feel that they have a measure of control over their items, their belongings, and what's going on. Okay? The third thing is to be sure that you are upfront with the services that you offer, the expectations that you have as an outcome for the job, and that you're very clear not only with your homeowner, but with your adjuster as well, okay? If you do those three things, you should never feel like you have to hold someone's belongings hostage to make sure and ensure that you get paid. Okay? Well, I hope that answered your question very well for the email that was sent to me. And I hope that you found this valuable. And I really, really hope that you stop and think about what the practices are in your company and how you deal with the chain of communication, giving your clients control during the job so that they don't feel like they are out of the loop. And that includes with your adjuster so that your job not only goes smoothly through the process and you're moving those contents through quickly, but you're also getting paid fast, in full, and without any problems. All right, well, I want to thank you so much for watching the videos. I love your emails and even the phone calls that I have gotten recently, so please be sure and send me more questions so I just might feature you on next week's video column. So until then, I will see you next week.